U.S. Marine who served our country 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan left to rot in a Mexican jail. Our next guest served with Sergeant Andrew Tamarici in Afghanistan. Sergeant Bo Cochran was Andrew's sergeant and squad leader. He joins us. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Greta.
Tell me, what kind of Marine is Sergeant Tamarici?
Oh, he was a phenomenal Marine, Greta. He, you know, when you come to the fleet as a junior Marine, it's a pretty nerve-wracking, pretty stressful environment. And, you know, your senior Marines are in your face a lot. And, you know, Tamarici was always the guy who could handle it. He had initiative, and there was many times that we tasked him to be in charge of his peers. He was a really great Marine from day one all the way through his first combat tour that I served with him during.
And so you were there for the first tour of Afghanistan with him and not his second?
Correct, Greta. I was his squad leader, his sergeant. He was a lance corporal then. What did you you know, as you sit here tonight and he's rotting in a Mexican jail, what do you think? You know, to say it makes me angry would be an understatement, you know. I mean, Tamarici, he's no different than the Marine that salutes the President every time he gets on and off Marine One. He's no different than the Marine that held the umbrella over his head when it was raining outside. And there's no doubt in my mind that Tamarici would take a bullet for President Obama. Any of his Marines would, you know. We got his back. We go to the plate every single day. And, you know, it'd be nice if he could just get off the bench and get in the game on this topic. You know, we have his back. We've made that clear, you know, by everything we do as Marines day in and day out. I would just like to hear from him at least a little concern. You know, we're his Marines. Tamarici is his Marine that's getting beaten and is not getting, last time I talked to him, Greta, he's getting fed sugar water and bread for dinner. So, I mean, this is a big deal. I would never let one of my Marines get treated as if they're in a POW camp on a nation that's supposed to be our ally.
You know, Sergeant Tamarici suffers from PTSD. When you have any sort of contact with him, does it manifest itself in any way, or do you think it has any impact on his time in prison?
You know, possibly, Greta. You know, I mean, this guy, he was a fighter. He's trained from the world's most elite fighting organization. So when I talked to him, he sounded a little calm and cool, but I could tell that he's a little stressed out. He doesn't want to be there. I know that he went to California initially to get PTSD treatment. And Greta, on the first deployment, I've seen him hit one of the biggest IEDs I've seen in my life. That was my 3rd combat tour. And, you know, if he'd have been in a Humvee, we probably wouldn't even have this issue right now. Luckily, he survived that IED blast. So there's not a doubt in my mind that he does have post-traumatic stress disorder. And I really would like to see the President step up and get him back so he can get treatment.
So what would you like to say to President Obama tonight?
I'd like to say, sir, you know, we care. You got a lot of U.S. Marines who are here watching this and watching what you do, and we want to see that you will go to bat for us, that you have our back in a time of need, because we clearly have yours, and we'd never let anything happen to you. So it'd be nice to just feel the same, to know that our politicians have our back, and we're, you know, even after we've completed our service.